What's going on? You guys get a little treat today because there was a giant centipede on my floor and I had nothing to kill it with besides my t-shirt. So I said, you know what? It was meant to be. So let's keep the shirt off for the live stream today. But how are you guys today? We're gonna do just like a quick carnivore diet Q&A. Just any nutrition related questions that you guys have because over the past few weeks things have been mostly related to the current news and stuff. But how are you guys today? What's going on? What is it, Tuesday? It seems like the days are both going by so slow and so fast. Everyone is gaslighting. I mean, what examples do you have? Like, I mean, everyone is like part of the agenda. Everyone's lying. It's all they're all part of the same group of people. So it's hard to say. I thought you were gonna say you killed it with your teeth. It was one of the bigger ones. It kind of creeped me out a little bit. What are you trying to pull with no shirt? I was just like, oh wow, you have no shirt on. I'm going to faint. Nice, I didn't even have to pay for it. Wow, really trying to distract us, huh? Well, the camera isn't pointing that low. Damn, no more alerts when you go live, really? There's probably no alerts on the on my. I mean, I was getting more viewers on my main channel, but people were still telling me they weren't getting alerts. I should probably let me tweet that. Let me tweet that we're live right now. So whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys don't want to really talk about the carnivore diet or do any nutrition Q&A stuff, what we'll do is
recommend me a well-sourced copper supplement.
No more alerts when you go live. You basically just want a copper glycinate or a nice copper. There aren't really too many copper supplements available in general. Copper glycinate seems to be, the easiest available one, and the most bioavailable one. It doesn't have any adverse effects. Half pound of meat per day enough for someone who's not physically active? Half a pound per day. It might be a little low. Depends on your body weight, I guess. We have a meat shortage, a planned meat shortage. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, is the meat shortage still in the news? Like, is the meat shortage still in the news? Is that what they're pushing? It's literally a planned meat shortage. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're going to take it away for good. I don't know what their game plan is. I don't know if they're testing the public. I really have no idea what they're doing. Don't talk about food. I'm doing a spring fast 2 days in. Cuomo teamed up with Gates to reimagine schools what to fry kids. It's disgusting and despicable what they're doing. It's so obvious and no one seems to care. Talk about increasing intrinsic factor. I think someone messaged me about that the other day. Copper citrate, citric acid might cause some digestive issues. Gut testing companies, that's a more complex answer. Recommend me. Oh, okay, that was a live stream donation. Copper glycinate is really the only thing that you have available. That's really all there is right now. You just get copper glycinate. I'm gonna try to get one on organ supplements. Have I fasted any time this week? I fasted 1 day this week. Start raising backyard chickens and plant a garden. I think most people don't have enough land to do that. Trump signed an executive order to keep meat plants open, but it doesn't actually require the meat plants to stay open. Stupid. Trump's planning to mass inject people. Supposedly already have an operation on the way called Operation Warp Speed. 300 million. I mean, aren't they going to aren't a lot of people going to be opposed to it? They said 300 million. Aren't there like 350 million in the aren't there like 350 million in the United States? Post more TikTok videos, Frankie. I want to do it. Yeah, I've been slacking on the TikTok lately. I should have just done it. TikTok is so easy to do. I should have just spent like 5 minutes a day just making a quick TikTok. There's a bunch of silly stuff you could do that takes like just a few seconds to do. All right, TikTok, that's all young. I mean, most people on TikTok are young. That's why I don't really do it. It doesn't seem like I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could try to do some more effort and some fitness stuff on TikTok, but right now it doesn't seem like it's worth the effort. You're getting a ridiculous amount of TikTok thoughts. What, the girls are hitting you up on TikTok? What did Thor? What did Vegetable Police say to me in his video? How do you feel about the protests? What protests? Guys, I've been in my house on Tinder and stuff. Like, you guys realize like all I've been doing is playing with girls on FaceTime the past few days. That Warp Speed is underway. It's ready because they made this shit years ago. They're just introducing the idea slowly. What are they going to do? They're going to force people to get injected? Is that the game plan? I don't see. I couldn't find that Warp Speed anywhere when I googled it last night. They're bypassing a lot of the safety testing. What are they going to force people to get injected? TikTok thoughts. Thought is that hoe over there. It's like it's a slang term. Cough. Yeah, that went out this week. 5 grams towers have been taken down this week in Britain. People are protesting. I don't think people in the US care. They're too brainwashed. Things are opening up. Do you think the Corolla is going to end? I think they're going to end it, then come back. It's going to come back in the fall, and then we're going to have to. They're going to lock people up again. They're going to force people to get injected. They're going to kill more people. I'm sticking firmly to what I've been saying the past few weeks.
Is leaky gut real? And how do I know if I have it? Have digestive issues and a dairy allergy.
Yeah, no, I know I said I uninstalled Tinder, but I just reinstalled it 2 days ago. Is leaky gut real? How do I know if I have it? Generally speaking, all allergies are going to be leaky gut related. Leaky gut, usually you're going to have acne, indigestion, malabsorption. You're not really going to digest foods well. You're going to feel crappy when you eat. You're restless. You keep bouncing because I'm mass swiping right on Tinder. I just shaked my camera. 15 kids went to the hospital in New York. 5 grams. My Vistaprint order shipped on Monday. I should have the flyers soon. I'm gonna go down to New York City and pass them out. I think I only ordered 2,000 flyers though. I don't know if that's a lot for. I'll put it around my town mostly. I'm gonna put like 100 around my town, and then I want to hire people to hand them out, but I don't trust people. I don't trust people because like I'll be like, all right, I'll give you $10 if you hand out 100 flyers. Like, how do I know the fucker didn't just throw the flyers in the garbage? Tinder is humanity at its lowest. I don't know. I get girls on Tinder, but I don't like chasing them. The hell is leaky gut? Sounds like a plumbing issue. When you eat food, what happens is leaky gut is when undigested food particles leak through the gut lining and they cause inflammation because your body has to deal with it. And depending on what type of food leaks through can cause different types of inflammation. If you have leaky gut and you eat like meat, you might not have as much of a reaction as if you ate dairy, because dairy's much more inflammatory to some people. The second wave will occur when kids go back to school in August and September, mark my words. Yep, when kids go back to school, they're going to fry them in the schools. That's why we have to pass out these flyers that I have on frank-stefano.com newsletter, and we're going to pass them out and get people aware that when their children start experiencing these issues, they know what it is. We don't have to convince people that these towers are dangerous and that their children are going to get sick. We have to put the idea in their heads that these towers cause these symptoms, and then when they send the kids back to school in the fall and it happens, they think of the flyer. They're, oh shit, he's right. Why don't you have super chats on this live stream? Because we don't have 10,000 subscribers. Have you seen Ben minimizing EMF? You can't minimize EMF nutrition wise. I have a video titled maximizing antioxidant. I have two videos. One is on antioxidants, one is on inflammation. If you optimize those pathways, you will reduce the stress from EMF, but you can't actually well, I mean, yeah, technically you can. If you take like glutathione, B vitamins, vitamin C, magnesium, those are very important for reduction of EMF. Does any sugar feed bad gut bacteria? It's not necessarily that sugar is bad. It's the combination of sugar and fat in large amounts is hard to digest. Adam Ragusea, recent video calls paleo and keto stupid. Yeah, I saw that. It's really dumb. I was gonna, you know what? I should watch that video and critique it, actually. I think that's what I'll do soon. Tell the girls on Tinder to subscribe to your channel. The problem I have with women is they don't like me for me. They like me for what I have. Why, when I eat pasta with tomato sauce, I get acid reflux? Is it because it's canned and not fresh saucy pasta? Sometimes it's high in histamine. Sometimes it's high in histamine and it's hard to digest. You know, if you're having acid reflux with something, try taking some copper. I had food poisoning. I only craved carbs. Any idea why? Well, your gut bacteria might be dying. And if your gut bacteria is dying, then your gut bacteria is going to want like carbohydrates to eat. Because your gut bacteria can only eat carbohydrates unless you're physically consuming like the bacteria itself. That's why the indigenous Alaskans used to eat rotten meat every day, because they didn't have carbohydrates to feed their gut bacteria. Because we know like the First Nation Alaskans consumed... Frank, they would zap anyone anytime to start the shit over again. What is crazy in the news today? The White House decided no social distancing there. Yeah. Is 3,000 mcg retinol a day safe? I wouldn't take any extra retinol. I don't know if I should say this on here, but my neighbors grow meat. I mean weed. Okay, those are two very different things. Facial moisturizer. I have a facial moisturizer on Frankie's Naturals. I mean, I honestly, like, most people don't really need a moisturizer. Most people are fine without a facial moisturizer. They just have to hydrate, follow a healthy diet, and follow a healthy diet, make sure they're getting all their nutrients in the correct ratios, and then you really don't need, then you just need to get some sun. You don't need to like rub stuff on your face at all in any scenario. Just sun and healthy diet. I get called a boomer Karen when I mention 5 grams. No, they're a bunch of you guys saw, like, there was an article like, oh, the Democrats are spending $5 million on social media targeting disinfo, aka anything that goes against their satanic agenda. Have you had any plans to do regarding new streetlights on your block? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some lead powder and mix it into some paint and paint my house. I like taking vitamin D transdermally. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to put vitamin D on my balls today. So if you guys haven't gotten the vitamin D from Frankie's Naturals, you can do so. And 1 drop a day keeps the, well, I guess it doesn't keep the boys away. I guess it. Would you consider consolidating your 3 businesses into one? I don't know how I would do that. It's 3 very different things. To be fair, I could have been working harder and smarter on Frankie's Naturals, and I could have been way more successful with it. So already, I've just been like having sleeping problems with the iron overload stuff, and they're literally burning down cell towers in Montreal because of radiation. Yo, if any of you guys in New York, know like power tools and shit, let's go around with an angle grinder and cut these towers down. You said Tinder girls like what you have. What do you have? Or should I just get a wad of $100 bills? Should I just flash a wad of $100 bills? You do vitamin D before bed? If you do vitamin D before bed, you can do like 1 drop, but any more than that, you won't sleep. Did you see the study that said vitamin D caused penile growth in fully grown men? Yeah, I have a feeling that people are going to. I've been telling people to rub vitamin D on their balls for like literally over a year now. I think someone's going to steal the. I think someone's going to steal my shtick. To be honest, someone's going to steal. We know if anyone steals my stick and says, "Oh well, rub D3 on your balls," we know where it came from. We know where it came from. Yeah, I'm sorry about the international shipping, guys. The international shipping has been a nightmare for organ supplements and Frankie's Naturals. Although I do ship, shipping. Are you only getting a girlfriend if she participates on your YouTube channel? Most of the girls I dated didn't actually want to be in my YouTube videos. Tinder girls be after your Taurus. You guys have no fucking idea how embarrassed I get when I have to pick up girls in my car. Like, I'm not broke. Like, I can buy a nice car, but I don't want to. Someone knocked down one of the smart streetlights here on my street. I was proud. I just want to know if they can monitor the streetlights. If they can't monitor these streetlights, I will literally get on a ladder with a fucking angle grinder and saw it off. Hey, Naomi, how are you tonight? I'll try to check out the video later. Just remind me. I've been really, How do they know you have a lot of money? They don't think I have a lot of money. They just see, like, I have the YouTube channel and I have the businesses and that type of stuff. They don't see I have a lot of money. I can't find your K2 on Amazon. Please add it. About that. So someone purchased my D3 and my K2 on Amazon. They lied about the product and they said it was used when it was new, and I haven't been able to relist the product on Amazon. So I can no longer sell my vitamin D3 and my vitamin K2 on Amazon because someone lied about the product and said it was used when it came in a plastic seal. So I'm a little bit salty about that. So I honestly, I want to take my products off Amazon. What I think I'm going to do is when I get new label, if I do another supplement run and get new labels, I just don't know if I'm going to do another, because they fucked up my labels for these supplements, and I wanted to do a second run with more products, get like adrenal glands, pituitary glands, pancreas, a couple female fertility product. I wanted to get some more products, but I don't know if we're going to even have food to fucking eat. So I don't know if investing most of the money I have in a new supplement run is worth it. Because what happens if like people are starving and I have like $30,000 worth of supplements to sell? If it makes you feel better, I thought you had an average amount of money. I mean, I don't have a lot of money, but my income is okay right now. My income was a lot higher back in January. of last year, in 2019, I was getting like 20, 30,000 views on every video until YouTube started censoring me. Put your car as your profile pic. I just have a picture of me in my underwear with my big ass bulge. That's what I put on my Tinder profile. I said fuck it. I don't care anymore. I beat my meat to young Abby Sharp and regretted it immediately. Oh, yo, I forgot about that. Yo, I'm looking forward to doing that video. What did they say what they're going to do for people that refuse to get injected for Operation Warp Speed? What's the problem? Pick up your date shirtless in your Taurus. Turpentine ain't dinner, it's paint thinner. Yeah, I don't know what's up with people eating turpentine. It's hard to be happy now knowing what's coming. Stand up for freedom, people. Yeah, it's hard to know if they're going to actually enact this agenda. I wonder how the QAnon-tards are still doing. Are the QAnon-tards doing anything about the towers being put up? Have we even talked about the carnivore diet today? Whatever. I don't care anymore. What's Operation Warp Speed? It's them mass injecting the public. 300 million vaccines.
My prescription medication is just freeze-dried pig thyroid. Were you even allowed to sell it as a supplement?
I can get that, yeah. I can get beef thyroid. That was one of the supplements I was going to get. I wasn't going to get too many of them. I wasn't sure how popular thyroid was. I keep seeing vegans saying how happy that, yeah, no, the vegan thing, the vegan tie-in with this is absolutely despicable and disgusting. And as soon as the news, I bet you the news is going to start pushing shit like, oh, how to become more plant-based. And I even bet you the larger influencers on YouTube, the ones with millions of subscribers, are going to be like, oh, how to go more plant-based. I think we're going to see a lot of plant-based shilling. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Binging with Babish and these very popular YouTube cooking channels, the recipes they make have to do with what products they need to sell on the supermarket shelves. There was a video a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago, where Binging with Babish made a pork belly. And I'm sure they were having a hard time selling pork in supermarkets. Guys, whenever you see a special interest, whenever you see someone that's very popular and famous do something, there's a reason for everything. There's a reason they're using certain products. There's a reason for everything. Even if they're not saying they're directly sponsored, they want you to go to the store and buy that pork belly. I've never taken thyroid. No, I want to get it though.
Stop wanking.
Stop wanking? It does look like I'm wanking, right? I told you I'm swiping right on Tinder over and over again. I'm multitasking. Turpentine can be used to cure all ailments. Well, when you drink turpentine, you're basically poisoning yourself, causing oxidative stress, but you're also killing your gut bacteria. So if killing the bad gut bacteria kind of resets your stomach and solves the problem, then maybe it'll work. I'm so thirsty. Do I have water? No, I don't. Like 10 empty water bottles. Carnivore Q&A, Tinder, 5 grams in cars. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's no newbies coming into my stream because I'm too heavily censored. The National Pork Board sponsors so many cooking videos. Will the National Pork Board sponsor me in porking girls on Tinder? Yeah, I saw Babish make the cashew cream. I remember that. I think we actually watched that on a live stream once. Yo, it's crazy how many people use Tinder. It is absolutely insane. What are they going to do when they force us to get vaccinated if we want to travel? I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's going to be a way around it. Listen, there's going to be millions and millions of people that are against it. Especially, I mean, guys, the Jews don't get vaccinated, so the Jews are going to save us. Don't worry about that. Why am I craving lemons? Might need more anti-scorbutic foods, so you might want some more fresh foods. Try vitamin C supplement. Do you think more gyms will go out of business? A lot of things are going out of business. I think a lot of people really want to get back to the gym. I think some of the smaller gyms might go out of business, and the larger chain gyms might be okay. I'm still waiting for the day that Abby Sharper freely makes a video about you. Well, I'm not part of their little club, and I tell too much truth about them, so that's never going to happen. Lemons will rot your gut. Lemons fuck up your teeth. I tried drinking. I was doing some experiments for my. I'm trying to develop a supplement that's a little bit of a secret, but one of the tests involved me drinking like lemon juice, and regardless of what amount of lemon juice you put in a drink, it's pretty corrosive to your teeth. So I don't think lemon juice is really that great of it. Lemon juice is literally like the most acidic thing that you can drink. So it's very bad for your teeth. So. The Jews will flee America back to Israel. Once they leave America, then it's free game. Freely told me personally that she doesn't want to give you any more attention. It's too late for that. I mean, London Real is a special interest shill. Pretty much had every carnivore influencer on his channel besides me. What's the least unhealthy fruit there is? It's not necessarily like what type of fruit is unhealthy. It's how is the fruit raised and what was it sprayed with. Does excess vitamin A deplete vitamin D? Yeah, they're antagonistic, but you don't want to go too crazy because your body can only deplete them so much. I have some cavities, so I should definitely not use lemons. No, definitely don't drink lemon juice. What do you think about what Raw Bliss was doing? I didn't check out his pyramid scheme yet. Do you want to explain that a little further? Everyone who's got lemons. Well, one other problem is, lemons are kind of expensive, and drinking organic lemon juice is very cost prohibitive. The Adonis books are usually available online to be downloaded. There's a bunch of people that share them. I think he's like, because they're really, really expensive. They charge a lot for them. Is the book worth buying? I mean, it's just a bunch of raw recipes. I don't really think it's information that you can't find. Did you see the Orwell? I didn't watch the full movie, 1984, no. I buy limes. Limes are slightly less acidic, and they have lower vitamin C than lemons. Still a decent source, I guess. Ick does seem like a shill. He's advocating for passiveness. The problem is the QAnon stuff and the Ick stuff. They're telling the truth, but they're telling people to just wait. They're telling people to wait, which is not what we have to literally take these towers and antennas down. If people literally just, if everyone just went outside and took down one tower, they couldn't stop us. Like, they couldn't. It wouldn't be possible. It has to be an organized effort. Favorite books and movies? I mean, I think I made a video in the past where I talked about books. I don't really, I mean, I like a lot of movies. I haven't really watched movies in a while. Who am I DMing? That's none of your business. Pros and cons of smoking meat. I mean, cold smoke, not too many cons. Cons of, I mean, pros is a preservation method. It tastes good. Cons of high heat smoke. You might reduce some nutrients a little bit. It might be harder to digest. How can you handle living in New York City? I'd go crazy. QAnon is a psyop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the QAnon stuff is bullshit. It's all a psyop. It's to get them to let them set up the towers. Things are going to go back to normal. Then they're going to turn the towers on and everyone's screwed. Frank, I had a dream last night that you stole my boyfriend. Yeah, people tell me they have funny dreams about me. Made some heirloom corn tortillas using nixtamalization today. What was the natural source of lye? They used ashes. They soaked ashes in water and then they used that water for the corn. Yeah, we don't ship to Puerto Rico. I'm sorry. When are lampreys coming back in stock? I'm not sure. The girl I work with saw you shirtless and yelled, "Yes, finally!" Ha ha ha. Raw Bliss is drinking his own aged urine to heal cavities. Great. Is your cod liver oil really fresh? We're out of cod liver oil, I think. Might as well grow your hair to your waist. I mean, that would take forever with the curly hair. I don't know why they put the wood ashes in their food. Maybe there were certain nutrients in them. How are we going to avoid this manufactured famine? I guess go directly to the farmers. Do you have recommendations for women with PCOS? I mean, I usually do consultations. Any issue is generally a combination of several factors in the diet and lifestyle. It's hard to. It's hard to. I mean, I used to tell people to always. I used to tell people to always get my book or watch my carnivore diet course or just watch my video how to get started on the carnivore diet. and that will start them with a few good principles. But to answer specific questions like that is very difficult. You just basically have to watch a lot of videos on my channel or pay me for a consultation. How long does the cod liver oil last? I mean, it should be good for like a few weeks, maybe to even longer months in the fridge. Minerals in ash, are there? You believe grand solar bullshit because you believe the global. I don't. No, I'm not sure how much I believe in the solar minimum anymore because they're just causing the food supply issue intentionally. Only drinking raw milk for a month. I mean, you to get some nutrient imbalances. That's the main issue. Only raw milk means like
Thank you for the great content and hard work.
Hey, Cough, thanks for the support, man. Yeah, I've been doing live streams 3 days a week for almost, I don't know, if we're even at 2 years now. It's been a long time. I put all the old live streams on my other channel unlisted. Maybe one day I'll start re-uploading them to this channel, but maybe not. I don't know. A lot of work. Hopefully it pays off eventually. How does vitamin D wash off? Maybe if like you were in the sun and then you took a shower directly after, you'd lose a little bit. What's the mineral content of the mountain salt? You really shouldn't worry too much about the mineral content of salt. When you're consuming salt, you're getting mostly chloride and sodium chloride. The trace mineral content isn't significant. It's so low, and then considering how much salt you actually put on your food, it's not even worth thinking about. How many sets per exercise do you recommend? Well, I don't know about the fitness stuff, guys. We're going to have to see. Hopefully things get somewhat back to normal at some point in time, but the fitness stuff as of right now is really delayed. Raw milk imbalance if you got interrupted. That's like a long answer. That's not something I'm going to explain unless it's like a donation. How can anyone verify the solar minimum? It's sunspot observation, right? Does anyone want to explain that? There were certain groups of people that observed the sunspots for like years and years and years, right? Some people are lactose intolerant though. I don't know if someone is distracted tonight. I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of over it. I'm just a little, honestly, I'm a little disappointed that I'm not getting as many viewers as the other channel because the chat was going faster. Now I kind of have some like downtime and stuff. So I'm just like checking my phone, seeing if I'm trying to go through my YouTube comments. Mineral water? I mean, mineral water, all mineral waters are different. That's not a straight answer either. The main reason you want to drink mineral water is because it's free of negatives, not necessarily the positives for minerals. Flat Earth seems like just a distraction, to be honest. You should promote this channel more on your main. I usually try to mention it every day I'm live streaming. Frank's negging us tonight. Get a shake way to do a fitness video. Why don't you come up with a topic to discuss between the comments? I could. I'm just a little tired tonight. What are your thoughts on stars? Do you ever look into the night sky? You should try it. I mean, I'm not really. My brain doesn't work too well, so I just try to focus on what I need to do every day in general for my YouTube channel and my businesses. What did you eat today? I just had I gotta eat again. I had some just raw ground beef, like a pound, with some mustard on it. There's a documentary about sunspots years ago in response to Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth, but it was labeled as right-wing propaganda. I mean, I haven't been sleeping that well the past few days, mainly. The last week was better sleep-wise. Do you think Thor would lift more if you were his nutritionist? I actually reached out. I actually sent Thor an email about some. I sent Thor an email related to his Bell's palsy. I don't think he responded. I mean, he didn't respond. I wonder if he read it, though. I'm curious. Do you want kids someday? I mean, I don't know. Is a Reggiano and Frankie strange? Do we have Parmigiano Reggiano and Frankie strange meat, or do we just still have the Grana Padano? You probably sleep better if you didn't eat so late. You know what? I think tonight I'm just gonna stop, not eat. It's just hard to eat a lot of food for the bodybuilding stuff without eating late at night. So there's nothing with the climate, no solar minimum, and the Earth isn't warming up. I don't know. All I can say is that stuff doesn't really matter if they're controlling the food supply collapse right now. Will you ever travel to Italy? I mean, you know, with all the stuff, guys, with all the stuff going on in the world right now, it's really hard to think about anything besides what is going on. I saw the Reggiano listed yesterday. Oh, I guess Adam got Reggiano for a good price. No, I usually just eat 2 big meals for bodybuilding. Record low birth rate in America. It's exactly what they want. You know, the Wi-Fi reduces fertility really badly. A lot of miscarriages, a lot of problems with getting pregnant. Thor and Eddie Hall will be fighting next year. You need to do the Bruce Buffer introduction for it, lol. They might actually get Bruce Buffer to do that. No joke. They might actually get Bruce Buffer to do that. That's that big of a fight. Did you watch the video on VAC vaccines that someone uploaded? Why don't you tell me what the summary of it? V Gaines is having his 4th surgery on his appendix. That's not good. The very imminent Eddie grants. My cousin just had her third child a couple weeks ago, and the poor newborn's esophagus isn't attached to her stomach. None of the other kids had any birth defects, and no one knows why it happened. Listen, when you put people in a high Wi-Fi environment, when you reduce their nutrient intake, things like that happen. The body literally doesn't have enough nutrients to. Every channel is dead silent about the towers. Hey, listen, these people don't care about you. These people know the towers are dangerous. All they care about is if they're safe themselves, and they don't care about informing other people. Middle classes in developing countries have more fertility problems than the West. Yep, they do. And people are too stupid to realize very simple things like that. When will milk-fed veal liver be back? A lot of you guys are asking me about the stuff to restock on Frankie's free range meat, but with our suppliers right now, we don't really have. It's hard to gauge when we're getting certain things. Usually the reason we don't have products like that is usually because we're out of them. Knowing when we're getting them back in, just you have to email info@Frankie's free range meat. I had my appendix removed as a vegan as well. That's not good. I feel bad for anyone having kids now. Well, there's going to be a baby boom like 9 months from now, right? Because everyone's at home getting pregnant. EMF paint is pretty expensive. Yeah, we're trying to find a solution for that. I'm trying to see if I can source cheaper paint for you guys. I'm working on it. People are terrified of the hornets. It's actually comical how ridiculous the It's actually comical how ridiculous the public believe that story, and how, oh yeah, obviously the bees are gone because of the hornets. It's stupid. Who else is about to indulge in some margaritas? I want to drink. I wish my liver wasn't fucked with the iron overload. Just get, I mean, I've never really drank. I've only drank a few nights in my life. And my liver was screwed every time. Oh yeah, big baby boom. Yep. Yeah, they need to make sure everyone knows about the hornet, so when the bees suddenly disappear, no one thinks anything fishy happened. With how low the fertility is, what baby boom? That's a good point. I wonder if there's just going to be a bunch of miscarriages because of the Wi-Fi now. They've been saying the bees are dying for decades. Predictive programming, 100%. You and your brother identical twins? No, I have a sister. I'm actually a triplet, but we don't look like each other. Why do they want to depopulate each other? I mean, that's what it says on the Georgia Guidestones, and it's hard to know if on the Georgia Guidestones it says maintain humanity at 500 million to be in harmony with nature. But the Georgia Guidestones were put up in like 1980s. You ever take off the necklaces? I stopped taking them off when I go to shower. It's just a pain in the ass. Well, the triplet was because my mother did the artificial fertilization, and I guess it's more potent on the, I guess it's more potent. I knew someone who's, I knew a girl who had twins running her family. I think twins are like a very high, when the nutrition's very high, I guess it's possible. You know what someone was telling me the other day? It's to, one interesting, someone mentioned testosterone in the chat. One interesting thing is, they make sure the male population is full of estrogen and docile, and they give their soldiers like steroids and testosterone. That's a good, like, the carnivore community is a good example of that. They're all juiced up testosterone out of their minds. Would you support depopulation if it was just for NPCs and not everyone that doesn't get voluntarily sterilized? I mean, if depopulation, I mean, the eugenicist stuff doesn't make sense to me. I mean, why not just why not just put limits on how many kids couples can have to one? Like, that seems like something more reasonable. And that could have been done. Does your family watch your videos? Rarely they do. Carnivore diet regulate your hormones. Kylie, I would check out the video I did. It was how to raise your hormones naturally. I think it was maybe a month or two ago I did. Stop doing the bodybuilding. Only people wanted you to do it were trolls that already left. I get that you're doing it to boost your channel, but I don't think the benefits outweigh the risks. Well, it sucks now because of all this quarantine nonsense. Now I'm bodybuilding. I have this gym. I put on all this muscle, and I don't want to. And it's hard to say if, is this stuff ever going to end? If things never get back to normal, and we get quarantined again later in the fall, I guess the bodybuilding stuff is over, right? Like, that's it. And that's probably going to happen. Like, what's the point of bodybuilding? Did you buy the farm? I don't have enough money to buy a farm. What's the longest fast you did? Like 2 weeks. Have you ever heard of shilajit? Yeah, it's like a mineral. The answer to that, taking it, is no. Maybe I'll do a video explaining it in the future. Can't wait till you get back to doing carnivore videos every day. I mean, it's hard to say that I should be doing carnivore videos when people can't even buy meat. Things are going to turn back to normal. People are not going to take another round of this stuff. I think people will. I think they're going to do it in the fall. I think they're going to make it really crazy, and people are actually going to start dropping when they turn these towers on. No one's forcing you to do bodybuilding? Yeah, but from a channel growth perspective, I don't really have any options. I think the quarantine will end, though, because people are starting to see through it. I mean, my parents were complaining about no one having masks on lately. And I'm curious if people just don't care or they actually don't believe in it. You can do another day in the life video? Yeah, I should probably film another day in the life this week. Maybe I'll do a quarantine day in the life sometime this week. Desireen, I have a whole video on avocados that you can check out. Is YouTube threatening you now by telling the truth? I mean, my channel's already heavily censored, and like 2 of my videos in the last week got taken down. The one video got taken down was where I went down to the hospitals and filmed them when they were empty, which was ridiculous. And the other video that got taken down was the one where the nurse was talking about what was happening in the hospitals. Not even the nurse, the girl that was the nurse's friend. I have some playlists on my channel. I do wish I had it organized a little better, though. You think there will be an economic depression as a result of the quarantine? Without a doubt. And they're probably, you guys don't think they're going to lock us up again this fall? I'm allergic to eggs. Yeah, it depends. Maybe I'll answer that sometime in the future. Fructose while having iron overload is bad, right? That's a tough question to answer. My local police station is building a wall around it. Film your police station. Why would they build a wall around the police station? What other carbs is Gina eating? She had some pancakes. She had some coconut cookies. I'm trying to add more carbs into her diet. Hey, Isaiah, how are you? I mean, things are opening up now, right? They're opening stuff up now. Top 10 hottest vegan girls video. Oh, that would be fun to update. I'm not sure if I could probably find 10 other hot vegan girls. That would be fun to do. That video was hard to edit, though. I put a lot of work into that video, and it was kind of censored. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm still eating a lot of carbs. They're expecting riots when the famine comes. You mean when the planned famine comes? They're planning to take food out of the supermarkets? I mean, I can see all this happening. It's just ridiculous that it's actually happening. I thought the 5-gram towers were already on. They can change the frequencies. They're probably not that high right now. Top 10 vegan fairy boys. I don't think I'm attracted to any of the vegan boys, to be honest. No, Gina didn't have the bananas. Those were from my parents. My mom was making banana bread. Day fast with kefir. Guys, a lot of these questions I can give I just don't like giving very simple answers for questions that are more complex. Is there like a way to auto swipe right on Tinder so I don't have to? Why would you support limits on how many children couples could have? Because the alternative is them starving us to death with fake news. High fat, high fructose diet induces hepatic iron overload via hepcidin independent mechanism prior to onset of liver steatosis and insulin resistance in mice. Is that possible without the presence of omega-6 fatty acids? No, I'm not attracted to guys at all. They have Tinder bots? Why are you swiping everyone right on Tinder? Because I'm too lazy to go. I'm too lazy to go through it. What's BFR? Oh, I just clicked off of it. Swiping right means that you are interested. Have you ever heard of the product called Calm? No. Don't use Tinder. Build a man nest like most male birds do. Have you ever considered leasing farmland until you can buy your own? Well, the main cost, a lot of the upfront cost for the farm isn't really the land, it's the facilities too. Eat estrogenic meat or starve. Yeah, tough choice. When doing keto, my HbA1c was lower and my HDL was higher than I do carnivore. I mean, carnivore estrogen and the poor meat can cause an issue. Lack of fat can cause an issue. There's a bunch of problems with the carnivore diet unless you do it properly. It could also be a lack of copper causing those issues. Yeah, Brandon, I don't really understand that. When you specifically I don't understand how 60 gigahertz does oxygen absorption and then 65 doesn't. I don't get it. How long? We'll go like maybe 10, 15 more minutes, guys. The chat's going a little slow today, but thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hopefully we got some decent carnivore. I mean, we got some carnivore questions answered. Unfortunately, people aren't exactly, when people ask questions that are like really, really specific, I don't think it's worth spending 3 or 4 minutes answering. I mean, unless it's like a donation, then there's a reason to. Blood flow restriction training treating you there? Haven't been doing it lately. Is there a way to increase hip to waist ratio naturally? What do you mean? Like, I mean, you could work out and like increase the muscle size in certain areas, or you could lose fat and get leaner and lose fat on your waist. I'm assuming you want to just do squats and eat a quality diet. Would you buy a homestead with fans? It's hard to do a joint thing like that. Leonard, I haven't looked into specific. I mean, that estrogen sounds high to me. I don't really know the numbers off the top of my head. Might want to address what foods you're eating, your water source, if there's any hidden estrogen in your lifestyle. How many matches have I gotten? So far, 47 today. I haven't looked. I'm just swiping right. I haven't talked to any of them yet. I got to go through the matches later. You guys want to see? You can't see the phone. You can see the 47 there, right? On like right here. Meat is going away. Buy online. I've gained 15 pounds on lockdown. I wish I gained 15 pounds. Do you like girls in uniform? I kind of do. You know why I probably got so many matches? Probably because I didn't put my height in the. It's probably because I didn't put my height in the profile. Was that a dude? I might have swiped right on some dudes that are pretending to be women. I don't know. I didn't look. I don't know why. I keep getting these itches. I feel like a bug scrolling up my leg. Bet 80% is ugly? Yeah, probably, unfortunately. It's all a numbers game. Frank needs a Hitler model. What's that? All fat, though? We'll see. Yeah, I don't know why all these girls on Tinder are so fucking hot. It's ridiculous. Attractive Italian women in New York City? I don't really know. There's a lot of Italian women in the New York area. Why don't you have any pets? Too much work, time consuming. Does a phone case reduce EMF? No. Does not. You said you deleted Tinder? Yeah, I reinstalled it today. Surprise, surprise. I've lost all my muscles since October because of this stupid lockdown. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, you should have been able to do some calisthenics in order to, you should have been able to do some calisthenics in order to, maintain the muscle. Your Tinder strategy sounds like an extra job. That's why I don't like doing it. Like, I'm wasting all this time on Tinder. I'm just bored. The time you're using on Tinder, you could be used walking your dog. I mean, okay. I don't know if that's a good, like, example of a reason to get a dog. Yeah, leave the phone on airplane mode definitely helps. I mean, if you could do push-ups and pull-ups, that should be enough to maintain the muscle mass. Women should have more body fat naturally. Yeah, the natural female body fat is much higher than a man. I think females generally have like twice as much body fat as men do for how they look lean-wise. Like a woman at 15% body fat will have abs, whereas a male needs like 8% body fat to have abs. You've blown your chance with Naomi. Hope she'll forgive you. I have to take her on a date in Germany. Are you still drinking apple cider? It's still fermenting in my dining room. I never tried it yet. I'm a little worried to try it, to be honest. It's been fermenting for literally like a month in my dining room. I was sick for 2 weeks, so I couldn't eat. I mean, you just made it. I mean, even if you just work out and you weren't eating and you were fasting, you would still maintain the muscle. You would just look like less full because of the glycogen loss. Do you like curvy or fit women? I like both. Watching any TV shows lately? No. I had such a good nap today while lying in the sun. Yeah, I went to get some sun too, and then the clouds came out. Did you ever find out about the meat company tower at the zoo? No, I haven't. How much did you get paid to take your shirt off? No, I was killing a bug with my t-shirt earlier, and I was too lazy to get another shirt. Frank is into twigs. Twigs are okay. What nutrients would an all high-quality dairy diet lack? Copper, iron, probably certain B vitamins, omega fatty acids. Carnivore Alliance, I didn't watch it. You could send me a summary of the video. That would help. It's easier to read a paragraph or two than to watch a 10-minute video. Are you going to do a video on the lack of bees, flies due to the 5 grams? I already did yesterday. Do you think Hitomi is watching? I don't know. I think Hitomi's probably a dope head. She's probably blasted out of her mind right now in her apartment, to be honest. That would be my bet. My hands are so sweaty. It's like, I don't know why. It's so hot in this room. The fruit that tested positive, what, are they going to take the fruits and vegetables away now and make it so people can only eat grains? I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Make it so people don't eat any vitamin C foods. Take away all the vitamin C foods and get people very sick. I mean, these staged food shortages, I don't know. It could be the grand solar minimum too. It could be that the crops are failing. I don't know. Open the window. Yeah, I mean, the live stream's almost over, so I'll do it after I'll do it after we live stream. You killed the bug. How will the vegans pay their rent? No, that's funny. That is funny. I think your blood flow is a little too strong from swiping. Honestly, I figured I would have swiped through all the people in New York right now. How many people are on Tinder in New York? Any more questions about the carnivore diet, guys? We got. Now I know not to do a carnivore diet Q&A again. We'll just keep it to Toyota Corolla stuff, vegan critiques, and ask me anything. I might actually change the title of this. I think I'll change the title and thumbnail of this later to ask me anything. I think what's causing me to sweat is these bright ass lights that I really want to turn off. Because the light in my room is pretty dark. It wouldn't be good for live streaming, so I have to use the camera lights. Why is Elon Musk saying free America? Because he already got his satellites set up. And he wants to do some more insider trading before they kill everyone. But on that note, thank you guys for joining me tonight. We'll do a Q&A on Thursday or something. Or maybe a Toyota. I guess we'll do a Toyota Corolla discussion because that's probably what you guys are going to want to talk about. So that's it. I guess I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video, and then we'll do the next live stream on Thursday. But you guys enjoy the rest of your night.